Well, it's a new day for those with prostate cancer. A new outpatient treatment is improving patient outcomes and quality of life during treatment. Here with more on high-intensity focused ultrasound is Dr. Nadim Rahman. So thanks for being here. Let's talk about what is HIFU. I just mentioned it there. So what is this treatment?
It stands for, like you said, high intensity focused ultrasound of the prostate. It's really a way where you can send sound waves and focus it on a very precise manner on cancer tissue. So it can actually go through healthy tissue without causing damage, and you focus it right where you want to, and it gets to the cancer. That allows you to really accurately treat cancer tissue, but leaving the other tissue alone. So, for prostate cancer, it's kind of important. Prostate is surrounded by a lot of very vital structures like, the nerve bundles that control sexual performance, the urinary sphincter muscle. So it can allow you to preserve those issues. So really allow good maintenance of quality of life afterwards.
And I've actually, you tell me, I've heard of this sort of technology being used to treat other ailments, like if you have a kidney stone or something like that. So the technology itself, is that new, or is just the way we're applying it new?
It's a new technology. So for kidney stones, you can use sound waves to create like an electrical impulse that goes and breaks up kidney stones. But for this, you actually focus the sound waves to create heat energy at a specific target. And that heat is what actually destroys the cancer tissue.
Okay, I see. So who's a good candidate for this type of procedure?
So a lot of people are good candidates for it. We kind of quantify patients based on, how their prostate looks, the size of the prostate, and the location of the cancer. So not everybody will be a candidate, especially if their prostates are very large, but most people are going to be good candidates for it. We're also using it now to focus in on smaller cancers. So in the past, many cancers that were small or low grade, we've been putting them on surveillance because we didn't have great ways of treating those cancers alone without risking causing side effects. But now we can actually target those patients also. So someone who's been watching their cancer for many years, now we can kind of go and target that one particular small cancer, and then we can go ahead and treat those patients.
Yeah, so this is big news. What differentiates HIFU from traditional prostate cancer treatments, both in, the treatment itself and the lifestyle of the patient?
Yeah, I think several things. One, I do a lot of prostate cancer treatments with robotic surgery. So some patients who have maybe more aggressive cancer will need more aggressive treatment, but that allows you to, have to stay in the hospital. You have to wear a catheter for several weeks, and then you have a recovery time associated with it. Similarly, traditional radiation, there's also, an increased amount of time that's required. With HIFU, it's an outpatient procedure. You go home the same day, and literally you're back to your recovery within a week. And so it's a much speedier recovery. So if you're a candidate for it, I think most people, would be happy to see how quickly they get back to what they're doing.
And discuss your experience with this treatment. Why are you so enthusiastically supportive of this kind of treatment?
Well, I think, it's for me, it's just one of my treatment algorithms that I use because I still, different patients are going to require different treatments. I still do robotic surgery for prostate cancer, but the reason I like this treatment is because for so long we've been just watching a lot of prostate cancers that were lower risk because we didn't have great ways to treat those patients. Now we do have ways to treat those patients. Secondly, just the recovery and how quickly patients recover from this is very good. And so I'm really pleased with that as well.
And so this is really great news, like you mentioned there, for people who have been watching their cancers for a long time. But I know that paying for cancer treatment can sometimes, I feel like we could have degrees in this. So is this Medicare accessible? How does that work with your patients?
Yeah, so, HIFU I've actually been doing for about 6 years now. The reason we're kind of, giving more information about this, before it was kind of considered a new treatment, so most plans were not covering it. But as of the last several months, Medicare has come on board to cover it, and most private carriers are now covering it as well. So now we're actually able to offer it to all patients, regardless of what insurances they have. So it's something that now anyone who has prostate cancer, most insurance plans are taking this, and so it's a very viable treatment options for them.
Well, this is all great news, especially for patients, like you said there, who haven't been able able to have some sort of definitive treatment. We just watch it and wait and see. And so this is a great option for them. Dr. Nadim Rahman, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Up next, we're getting you into the right car for the right price. We take a look at Elite Auto's first time and second chance lot in Visalia after the break.
It affects your personality.